to find the cure to one of the world's deadliest infections in your trash. This is Bill the bacteriophage. Bacteriophages are a type of virus which kill bacteria. They're made up of tail fibers, a sheath, and a caspid containing DNA.
They're found everywhere where bacteria can thrive, like trash and sewage. The most important thing about phages, though, is that they can kill superbugs.
The story of superbugs starts with bacteria. Bacteria are everywhere and can infect humans, causing diseases such as strep throat and tuberculosis. Then we discovered our greatest superweapon, antibiotics. Antibiotics like penicillin were so effective at killing bacteria and treating infections that we use antibiotics in everything, from soap to livestock. Bacteria were helpless against antibiotics until now. Bacteria evolved and gained mutations, many of which were useless, but eventually they gained a mutation which made them resistant to antibiotics. These mutated bacteria are called superbugs and are extremely dangerous because they can't be treated with antibiotics. This is where Bill the bacteriophage comes in. Wait, what is a bacteriophage? Bacteriophages, literally bacteria eater, are a type of virus which kill bacteria. But how do they do it? First, Bill needs to find the right kind of bacteria to attack. He's designed to attack E. coli. Bill uses receptors on his tail fibers to find his victim. Now Bill has a choice to make. There are two ways he can kill E. coli. These are called the elliptic and the lysogenic cycles. Let's start with the elliptic. First, Bill lands on E. coli, pierces the cell wall with his tail, and injects his DNA from his caspid. The DNA merges with the DNA of the bacteria and takes over. It forces the bacteria to make proteins, which eventually become new phages. Once the bacteria can't make any more phages, the new phages release an enzyme to make holes in the membrane and cell wall of the bacteria. The bacteria is torn apart and killed as the phages emerge. The lysogenic cycle is extremely similar, except after injection, the DNA does not immediately take over the bacteria, but waits. This bacterial cell reproduces, and the phage DNA is reproduced inside of its descendants. After this, the DNA takes over and kills the cell.
It's like a microscopic alien invasion.
Invade, clone, and kill. This method also works against superbugs, making phages an invaluable treatment.
But you won't be able to purchase phages at your local pharmacist for a while.
There's an intense debate on whether they should be used as an alternative to antibiotics. Antibiotics are much more accessible, but phages multiply without outside interference. Antibiotics kill multiple species of bacteria like a bulldozer, but phages only kill the target bacteria like a missile. Phages are difficult to find and harvest and can kill superbugs. But the biggest reason why phages aren't a common treatment is that we know so little about them. Scientists have too many unanswered questions like how many phages should we inject for how long? How will they affect the patient? But patients infected with superbugs and with no other hope left have been treated with phages. In many of these cases, the lives of the patients have been saved despite the odds. There's still a lot of work and research to do, but perhaps someday in the future, doctors will prescribe the deadliest killer on the planet to save your life.